They give a lot of expert knowledge, and I really love the way their website is filled with a lot of expert knowledge. You can learn a lot about the keto and low carb. Of course, you can learn also on blogs like my blogs, but they also have a lot more knowledge than what I have on there. Hi, this is Anita from the Reluctant Low Carb Life. Or maybe sometimes you feel a little bit like me, like you're reluctantly living the low carb and keto lifestyle. You know it's good for you, but it can also sometimes be hard. After all, hey, we are all human. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the diet doctor. And before I talk about him, I just want to point out and say, I am not receiving any affiliate income in talking about him. So what I'm telling you is exactly the way I feel about the Diet Doctor website. I'm going to answer the question, is the Diet Doctor legit? I like the Diet Doctor. And, I feel like there's a lot of reasons why you should subscribe to the Diet Doctor if you are serious about a keto and low carb lifestyle. One of the main reasons why I subscribe to it is because of the recipes. I like the recipe section. It's, I can go on there. In fact, today I was, trying to plan my food for the week, and I was going on there and looking at different recipes and different recipe ideas. And I really like the fact that I can go on there and I can look at all these recipes and these recipe ideas, and I can find recipes that will satisfy something that I want to eat and be able to remain on the keto and low carb lifestyle. This is one of the major ways that I personally use the Diet Doctor. The other is meal plans. They can help you to be able to show you what you should eat. Here's different meal plans that you can have. And so, that can help you a lot on your keto and low carb journey. Diet Doctor allows you to track your stats, where you can put in your weight, your waist measurements, and your blood pressure. You can connect if you're looking for a community. There's a community you can connect with. They can help you do a personalized plan. They have a podcast. Now, anyone can listen to their podcast, and I recommend listening to their podcast. I do enjoy their podcast, and I listen to it quite a bit. And so if you get a chance, listen to their podcast, and you'll be able to learn quite a bit more about why the keto and the low carb lifestyle is such an important diet. The last is they give a lot of expert knowledge, and I really love the way their website is filled with a lot of expert knowledge. You can learn a lot about the keto and low carb. Of course, you can learn also on blogs like my blogs, but they also have a lot more knowledge than what I have on there. You might ask yourself, well, who is the Diet Doctor? I mean, who's this guy? Like, why do they call it the Diet Doctor? And actually, this is fascinating to me because the Diet Doctor is not based out of the United States. It's based out of Stockholm, Sweden. The Diet Doctor is Swedish. His name is Dr. Andreas Enfeld, and he was a Swedish doctor who started looking for ways to help his patients get healthier. He began to say, look, why are we putting our patients on so much medicine? Why are we trying to prescribe for them to do weight loss surgery? Why are we doing all these other things? Why don't we instead look for a healthier way to do this? I love this because if you've been listening to any of my podcasts, you know that this is something I really believe in, is looking at a healthier way to be able to do things. So he felt that giving people pills, Dr. Enfeld, giving people pills was not the way to do it, that instead he looked for other ways, and he found that by changing food could be one of the main ways to do it. I don't have any, I'm not a food expert. I'm just somebody who is, working to lose weight on the keto and low carb lifestyle. But I do feel like food is one of the main things that's causing things such as mental illness and health problems in places like the United States. So I am a great believer in him. In the United States, the obesity rate today is over 41%. And they believe by 2030 that nearly half of all Americans will be obese. But actually in Sweden, the obesity rate was starting to go up, and it was at 14%, and it's been able to stabilize and even go down because Sweden has spent a long time trying to work on the obesity problem through doctors like Dr. Enfeld and others that have been setting up the Diet Doctor website and been encouraging people to eat the low carb and keto lifestyle. Yes, their website is legitimate, and it does cost money to join, but you get a 30-day free trial. And I believe it is worth investing in if you are serious about this type of diet, especially if you're looking for foods and things that you can cook. And they have some great videos that go together with it and show you how to make things fast and make things easy. And that's what I really love and appreciate about their website. I'll put a link to our blog, Is the Diet Doctor Legit, in our description for this podcast. We hope you've enjoyed this podcast and that we appreciate you being with us on this reluctant low carb lifestyle and journey. It is a journey. It is a way of life. And that's the way you need to look at it, is a way of life. Thank you so much for listening. We really do appreciate you. And we appreciate you being part of our community. We'd like to thank Rico, who helps put this podcast together.